So she's saying, why do we have this separation between the gods and the goddesses? Why were we goddesses and here we are flopping around now? And so I'm talking about how we have basic thought forms that we have not released as humans. In fact, we've ingrained them so deeply that we cannot see ourselves. We can say that we are gods or goddesses, but we don't live that. Even the angels can live their vibration, and when they get mad, we all have the ups and the downs of it. But as a collective soul group, we need to touch into those collective thought forms, that it's a punishment to be human, that the human body is dirty, that it's not powerful, so that we don't make the mistake of trying to bring ourselves up and say, I'm divine. If you really believe that, you don't have to tell anybody. And you certainly don't have to do the rituals that we did thousands of years ago. And the reason that I say that is because those rituals that we were doing thousands of years ago were connected to certain kinds of thought forms about what was good and what was not in the world that don't serve us now. We can honor the moon or the sun, but we don't have to claim that we have no relationship to it except it's going to do it to us. We have to learn how to relate in different ways than we ever have before, so that the divine flows through us, rather than it's entrapped in the things that we do that separate us from our daily lives.
Can you talk about the mountain spirits?
Let's start back
Okay.
with the conversation of the Devic kingdom.
Okay.
We have the word Gaia, everything is alive.
Yeah.
Mountains are very focused in their energy because their whole creation has to do with that kind of vibration. So of course there are mountain spirits. There are places in New Mexico where you can hear them. The many different Indian tribes here say that they came in this seventh world from the mountains. Mm-hmm. So there are two aspects to that. One is the spirit of the mountain, the Devic energy that forms the mountain. And one is the spirit that connects within the Devic kingdom, for example, to energies that are within it. Like people.
Okay.
The Native Americans will say they came from the mountain. They came out of the mountain. I have heard them in the mountain. And so it's important that we all begin to recognize that there is spirit in all things. That's why I'm doing a big book called Rock Spirits. So rock spirits and mountain spirits, it's the same conversation. They have energy. There are several things to recognize about the Devic kingdom. One of the elements of the Devic kingdom is the trickster. The Devic kingdom doesn't mind rubbing your nose in it or jerking you around or causing your death, by the way, because we've become so imbalanced with that Devic kingdom. And so we need to honor the Devics, who have quite a bit of ego. In fact, they have personalities, they have specific energies. But you said something here that's not necessarily what you're talking about, but I want to bring it up. And that is just like we talk about our own angels. My angel, my mountain spirit that's connected to me. Humans always want to feel that they belong, that somebody's paying attention to them. I count for something because I have a guardian angel, for example. Or I count for something because the mountain spirit is talking to me. And we humans really need to get that into balance and to let go of that individuation. It's been our gift in our galaxy, and it's our destruction in our galaxy. And so we need to be able to connect in a higher octave with the Devic kingdom, with the mountain spirits, with the spirit anywhere, whether it's a rock or it's a tree or an animal, or whatever it is, so that it can show us. If you ask a spirit of nature to show you something, they can tell you when it's going to rain, they can tell you what crops to plant, they can tell you everything that you need, they can tell you how to heal yourself. Because the earthquakes, of course, our Mother Earth has been suffocated by our violence. All of our energy goes into the earth, it goes into the buildings. That's why you can walk into a building and feel the spirits in there, the negativity in there, the bad energy in there, because it's not in time and space, astral energy. So the mountains hold that. That's probably one of the reasons they get pushed up into mountains. And so places that have mountains tend to have more earthquakes because there's a shifting. What we need to do is to say, go ahead and shift, but let it roll. If an earth rolls, it doesn't hurt anyone. So we need to come into balance with that so that we can help the earth and the earth can help us. And I hope that you will leave here today with that sense that part of the purpose in your life is to connect with something that seems irrelevant or you haven't noticed before, but to make it important, not to make it yours, but to make it important because it can teach you and you can share and give back and forth. So, thank you for being here.